Hello friends, welcome to the virtual class of Sajida Sheikh. In this lecture we are learning about shapes and angles. And right now our next topic for this lecture is angle in time. In previous lecture we learned how to identify different angles in given name, in different body postures, in different objects, and how to draw a picture around given angles. Now our next topic is angle in time. As you can see here, I have drawn a clock, and all you know that in a clock there are 12 digits. Now here we have to learn that a clock is an example of complete angle. How it is an example of complete angle? So as per our definition, an angle of 180 degree. This is 180 degree. So an angle of 180 degree is called straight angle. So here PQR is an straight angle, and opposite side another is 180 degree. 180 degree angle, that is also straight angle. So 180 plus 180, so this is complete angle. Complete angle is of 360 degree. As I explained you here, this is straight angle 180 degree and another 180 degree. Total they form complete angle of 360 degree. So here this clock is an example of complete angle. Now in this clock there are 12 numbers. 1 to 12 there are 12 numbers. So we have to find out angle between each two digits. Angle between each two digits means suppose you have given this one. So what is the measurement of this angle? How much degree of this angle? So how we can know it? So we know it that this clock is of 360 degree. 360 degree, and there are total 12 digits in this, 12 numbers in this clock. So we will divide this 360 degree by 12. So here we will get 12 3s and 1 0 means angle between each two digits is of 30 degree. I explain you this because next topic is you have to find out angle given the time, and after that you will to show the angle of given time. That's why you must be known about that. The angle between each two digits is of 30 degree. If you know this information, it will be easy for you to find out what kind of angle is formed between given, what type of angle is formed in given time. Next question is show the given time in a clock and also write what kind of angle is that. Here you have given a clock and below the clock you have given a time. So first of all you have to show this time in the clock. After showing that time, these two hands form an angle, and you have to identify what kind of angle these two hands form. So first of all I will show here 725. So small hand will be on 7 and big hand will be on 5. So this is 725. Now previously I explained you between two each angle it forms a big angle of 30 degree. So here there are total two angles 30 30, and from the image also from the picture also you can identify that it is less than right angle, it is less than 90 degree, so that it forms acute angle. So here we will write acute angle. Now next is 3 o'clock. So first of all we will show here the time 3 o'clock. When it is 3 o'clock, the small hand will be on 3 and big hand will be on 12. Now you can see here that these two hands form looks like English alphabet L, and if it looks like English alphabet L, that means it forms right angle. Now next time is given 9:50. So 9, small hand will be on 9 and big hand will be on 3. I hope you all know how to draw these hands in a clock for given time. Okay, so this is 9, 15. Small hand on 9 and big hand on 3. So which angle these two hands form? So here it forms, it is straight line. It forms straight angle. Next example, time is given 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock means small hand is on 8 and big hand will be on 12. Now this angle, it looks like bigger than right angle. And if you follow the method, if you want to calculate the degree, you can check it like this. Draw the lines between each two digits. Okay, so there will be 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles between these two lines. And each angle between these two digits is of 30 degree. So this is 30, this one is 30, this one is 30 and this one is also 30 degree. If you add all this 30 degree, it will be 120 degree. And 120 degree is bigger than 90 degree. So 8 o'clock it forms more than right angle means obtuse angle. If you don't want to show it, it's okay. You just understood if the angle is bigger than right angle, it forms obtuse angle. Now the next example, the next time given is 9:30. 9:30 means small hand will be on 9 and big hand will be on 6. This is 9:30. Now which angle is this? It looks like English alphabet L, and if you want to calculate, draw a line between each two digits. There are 3 angles between 9 to 6 and its total is 90 degree. And angle of 90 degree is called right angle. Now the next and last one is 10 o'clock. So here small hand will be on 10. Big hand will be on 12. There are only 2 digits, means it form only 2 angles and total of these 2 angles will be 60 degree. And 60 degree is less than right angle is less than 90 degree. So here it forms acute angle. I hope you all understood this concept, how to recognize, how to identify the angle given in the time. Next question based on angle and time is, write what kind of angle is made by the hands at this time. Here already you have given a time and you have to find out what kind of angle is formed by these 2 hands at this time. And also write degree of given angle. You have to identify the angle formed by these 2 hands at particular time, and also you have to write the degree of this angle. That is very easy. As I explained you, between 2 each hands it forms 30 degrees angle. So you just have to draw a line between each 2 digits and calculate it by adding 30, 30, 30. Okay, now the first example is the one hand is on 8 and another hand is on 6. That means the time is 8:30. In this clock, this shows time 8:30. Now, we will first find out which type of angle is this. So, obviously, this is an acute angle. And if you are not able to directly find out what kind of angle is this, first of all, find out how much degree of this angle. For that, I will draw the lines between each 2 digits. Here, between 8 and 7, I will draw one line. And immediately after that, the next is 7 and 6. Means, in this angle, I have to draw only one line. After drawing this one line, it forms 2 angles. And each of this angle is of 30 degree. So, this one is of 30 degree and this one is of 30 degree. So, total angle is of 60 degree. Now 60 degree of angle is less than 90 degree. Means it is acute angle. So type of angle here we will write acute angle. That will be easy for you to first write degree of given angle, and then after using this measurement you can identify which kind of angle is this. Now the next time is 7:15. One hand is on 7 and another big hand is on 3. That means the time is 7:15. Now what type of angle is this? Before we identify this, let's calculate the degree between this digit 7 and 3. So first of all I will draw one line here between 7 and 6, then between 6 and 5, then between 5 and 4. That means here between 7 and 3, between these two digits there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles. 4 angles of 30 degree each. So this angle is of 30 degree, between 6 and 5 it is of 30 degree, between 5 and 4 it is of 30 degree, and here it is also 30 degree. So let's add all this 30, or you know repeated addition is also known as multiplication. So here we repeatedly add 30, 30, 34 times. That means 30 fours are 120. So the measurement of this angle formed by 7 and 3 at 7:15 is of 120 degree. And 120 degree is more than 90 degree. That means this angle is obtuse angle. Next example, here the time. First write down the time. The time is 9:10. Now draw the lines between each two digits. Between 9 and 10 one angle, 10 and 11 another one, 11 and 12, 12 and 1. So here between these two digits 9 and 2 there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles of 30 degree each. So we can say that this angle formed at 9:10 is of 150 degree. Each angle is of 30 degree and 5 angles are there between 9 to 10. So we can say that measurement of this angle formed at 9:10 is 150 degree. And 150 degree is more than 90 degree. So we can say that it is an obtuse angle. Now the next one is time is 6 o'clock. And here no need to count, no need to calculate, because it is exactly straight line. So measurement of this angle is 180 degree. And as per the definition, an angle of exact 180 degree is called straight angle. Next example, time is 11 o'clock. Small hand is on 11 and big one is on 12. So the time is 11 o'clock, and you can see here that there isn't any digit between 11 and 12. So we know that between each two digits the angle is of 30 degree. So here measurement of this angle is 30 degree, and 30 degree is less than 90 degree. So we can say that type of angle is acute angle. Now the next one is 10:20. Time is 10:20. Now it is also straight line, but if you are confused, so let's check it. So between 10 and 1 angle, 11 and 12 one angle, 12 and 1 another one, 1 and 2 one another, 2 and 3 another, and 3 and 1. So at this time there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 angle of 30 degree each. So the measurement will be 3 6 18 and 1 0 180 degree, and 180 degree is called straight angle. Some examples will be given as homework, that will be given as assignment. I hope you understood all these topics. Now here you can see that two angles are already given. They are already drawn, and here we have to measure what is the degree of this two given angles. So once again, to measure also we have to use this protractor. So arrange this protractor on this point. Look here, it is called vertex. This point must be here on the vertex, then only you will get the correct answer. So let's arrange this protractor on this vertex. Yes, this is exactly on the vertex, and this line must be on the arm of an angle. It should not be like ups and down. It should not be like this or upper side. It must be on this ray, and this point must be on the vertex. Now after putting this protractor on the vertex, you just have to find out that this ray is where on the protractor. Here you can see that, once again let me remind you that we have to use this inner side numbers. So here we can say that this arrow is between 150 and 140. Now exactly where it is, so that we will count the lines from here. This is of 140, 141, 142, 143 and 144. So we can say that this angle is of 144 degree. This is an obtuse angle and it is of 144 degree. Now let's check the degree of this angle. So once again put this protractor on the vertex. Arm is also correct. Now here we can see that here this ray is on the number 40. It is exactly on 40. So we can say that this angle is of 40 degree. So here I have explained you how to draw an angle and how to measure given angle. For practice, you also have to draw so many angles like 50 degree angles, 65 degree angles, 95 degree angles using this protractor. And the last topic of this chapter is calculate the degree of missing angle. This is not in your syllabus, but I think this is very useful to understand about angles. Here as you can see in this figure, there are 3 angles. Whenever you have given this type of question, first of all identify 3 angles in this figure. So here we can recognize this one. The first one is angle ABC. Angle ABC. Now you can see that it looks like English alphabet L. Here measurement is not given, but it is understood that if it is right angle, its measurement is fixed and that is 90 degree. Now another angle you can see here is angle DBA. Angle DBA, and its measurement is given 30 degree. Now which angle we have to find out? Which angle is missing? Which degree is missing? So you can see here that another angle is here, angle DBC, the biggest angle, angle DBC, and its measurement is not given. So that here we have to find out degree of this angle DBC. So first of all you have to identify 3 angles from the figure. So here the 3 angles are angle ABC, that is right angle. So I have written here 90 degree its measurement. Another angle is DBA, it is given 30 degree. And the missing angle that we have to find out is angle DBC, the bigger angle that will be at the outside. Now how to find out this DBC? We know that this DBC is divided into these 2 angles. The whole angle DBC is divided into 2 angles. The first one is DBA and another is ABC. So we can find it out like if we add both this angle DBA and ABC, if we add both this angle, we will find out the bigger angle DBC. You must know how to write this equation. The biggest angle is equal to this two angle. Now we have to find out angle DBC. So we will write it as it is. DBC is equal to DBA is given 30 degree. So in place of DBA, I will write here 30 degree plus angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. This is very simple. Now add this to 30 degree plus 90 degree, it is 120 degree. So degree of this biggest angle DBC is equal to 120 degree. Now another figure is given here. First of all, find out three angles. So from in this picture, the three angles are, first of all, first PQR. Angle PQR. Its measurement is not given, but we know that it is a straight line, means it forms straight angle, and a straight angle is of 180 degree. Now PQR is the biggest angle, and this biggest angle is divided into these two angles. The first one is PQS, and another one is SQR. You can see here that angle PQS is given 50 degree, and measurement of this angle SQR is not given. That means we have to find out this one. Now we'll write here like this biggest angle PQR is equal to total of these two angles. So angle PQS plus SQR. PQR is given here. See, in this example, the main angle, the biggest angle we have to find out. So simply we add these two measurements. Here the biggest angle is given 180 degree plus PQS is given 50 degree and missing angle is SQR. Now we want to find out measurement of this angle. So we'll keep it aside at one side and we'll take this 50 to 180. Whenever we change the direction, whenever we change the side, its sign will be changed. Here 50 degree is positive. When we take it to 180 degree, it will be converted into minus. So SQR is equal to 180 minus 50. That will be 130 degree. If you check the answer, just add 50 degree and 130 degree, it will be 180 degree. That is already given PQR. I hope you understood this chapter very properly. If you have any question regarding this chapter, regarding this topic, feel free, you can contact me. Even you can comment below the video. For homework and assignments will be given in Google Classroom. So please, if you haven't yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe it as soon as possible so that you will get all this video instantly. Thank you.